These are my two daughters. Lonnie's on the left and Shanna's on the right. They're both from New York City and they've never been backpacking. We have an adventure going to the Grand Staircase National Monument in southern Utah. We started from the town of Escalante in Utah, and we enjoyed going to the local hamburger place called Nemo's, at least until we found out that Nemo's was the name of the guy in 1934 who disappeared in the canyons that we were going to. The first thing we did was drive out to the trailhead and got our car stuck in the sand right up where you couldn't move a thing. So here we were walking in the middle of the desert there at the heat of the day, and the two girls tell me they're going to manifest a ride way out there 2.5 hours away from Escalante where there's no cell phone service at all. And darn, within a few minutes, somebody appears on the horizon in a car and actually gives us a ride to civilization again, where we can start over. The next day, we get a better start, and we are hiking here to the lip of the canyon, to the Escalante River Canyon, where Coyote Gulch is the place we want to get to, connects. And there's a few cairns to show our way, but we want to get to an entry point that is called Crack in the Wall. The Escalante River Canyon has cliff walls at least 600 feet everywhere in this area. And the only place that we can descend into the canyon to get to Coyote Gulch is this place called Crack in the Wall, where who knows how many years ago part of the canyon wall simply cracked and pulled away just 12 to 18 inches. Here's Lonnie standing in the crack in the wall, which is this narrow passage where you have to drop down about 30 feet, and you're able to kind of shimmy down there. You cannot be wearing your packs. You have to lower those down there, but at least you avoid the 600-foot fall of the cliff walls everywhere else, so you can lower down to what is effectively a giant sand dune, about 30 feet down or so, and from there we're able to walk down to Coyote Gulch Canyon. Here we've dropped down through the crack in the wall, and Lonnie and Shanna are standing there at the top of the sand dune before we walk down about a mile to Coyote Gulch, which is down to the left side there. In the distance, you can see one of the largest arches in the world called Stevens Arch. This is in the Escalante River Canyon. It's just monumental there. We reached Coyote Gulch, and there's a creek running through it all the time. Nice, cold, swift running water, clean water. And soon we came upon an Anasazi cliff dwellers, what they call a granary. Must be where they stored the food that they grew along the creek. The 7-mile section of Coyote Gulch that we hiked had walls that were vertical 600 feet. And it was so narrow sometimes that you just had to walk in the creek itself to get through. Over that section there were 3 arches and 4 waterfalls. Waterfalls are very beautiful to look at, but it's another matter to try to hike around them. This is Coyote Natural Arch. After sleeping overnight, we were in a hurry to get to the exit point, and we had been told that the exit was right to the left of the arch, and we mistook this as the arch we needed to make an exit. But the walls were still 600 feet vertical, and we couldn't find a place to come out of it. A couple hours more of hiking and we reached the Jacob Hamlin Arch, and this was the one that had the shortcut exit. The shortcut, though, was a 5.5 scale climb out of the canyon.